injecting Igede culture.
Good day, beautiful viewers out there. Yeah, as to go by the name Mr. UK, your artist and presenter. Alright, you're welcome to another wonderful edition of Agba Celebrity Profile and Agba Varieties. This is where we bring to you your favorite renowned personalities that are doing us and making us proud in their diverse endeavors. I'm talking about no other person in today's edition, a music icon, a legend in Igede music. This person has made us proud and he has won several awards. That is to say, he is good in what he does and he knows what he does. Now, I'm going to unveil to you an icon, a musical legend. But before I do that, I'll be right back. Let us just do a short break. And we are back. I'll unveil to you our guest for today. Matriches has been in the Igede music industry for long. I mean, before the likes of us and the rest of the people that are trending these days. He has been there. Let me say, these are the persons that made the Igede music work. And what we see today from the Igede and beyond has been, their efforts. So we have him today to talk to us in several of the issues that have been, talked about in our recent editions, talking about the Igede music style and what Igede music stands for. All right, at this juncture, boss, you're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are happy to have you in our program today. As you know, it's Agba Variety, where we bring to our favorite people what some of you are doing and are making us proud, talking about your career. Now, please, I would like you to, in a few minutes, greet our audience and please introduce yourself freely. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Yuki?
Yes.
Thank you for inviting me here.
It's a pleasure, sir.
It's like a hot seat.
No, it's not a hot seat.
I'm used to it.
It's not a hot seat.
Alright, viewers out there, my name is Adekpee Matriches. They call me that name. Matriches is an acronym of Matthew. And I want to be rich. So
that's where the riches comes in.
So Matthew that is rich. Matriches. I really count it a very big pleasure to be here, and it's a platform that I have launched to actually come to sit and talk with the viewers. So it's really a privilege for the organizers and particularly the presenter to count me worthy to be here in the seat. I am actually here packed full to tell you what are two things that is required of me here.
It's okay.
So it's really a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, sir. It's all right. We are going straight to the point, and I'm going to start this way. Now, I would like you to just, in a very brief way, tell us how you started this music career.
It's okay. Thank you very much. My music career is as old as myself. I started it with the passion right from when I knew I was growing up, and I noticed that I fell in love with music. So the development in me right from there actually bettered my becoming who I am today. My music career actually started, like I told you, as young as I was. Started as a drummer.
Okay.
Play drum in the church.
All right.
Go for public shows with the live band. And after a while again, I also started playing keyboard.
Wow.
But I actually came to the realization that I can be better if going into singing.
All right.
And I also now started singing
All right.
to the extent that my elder sister will always laugh at me because I had a very tiny voice when I was growing up. So each time I want to sing, I will separate myself from the family, and on hearing my voice from far, she will just scream up and begin to make jest of me that my voice cannot go anywhere. But at the end of the day, I was able to record my first album in 2004.
2004. Where did you do the recording?
The recording was done in faraway Kaduna State, Television then.
Wow.
And the producer was Israel from Benin and Dave Iana, my cousin brother. So I grew up like that from 2005, 2006, 2007, almost yearly. I release album. And now I have about 10 albums to my credit.
Wow!
And,
10! Solid 10 albums.
10.
Wow.
And
that's huge.
In these 10 albums, we have actually recorded a lot of success.
Wow.
Apart from my personal album,
yeah,
I've been featured in several works.
Several works.
I've done songs for people without coming up to sing them, singing them rather.
Wow, that's to say you are also a songwriter.
Good. I have written more than 3 persons album, full album.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
But my very voice is behind. It's not behind it.
It's not behind it.
Nobody gives me credit.
Wow.
I'm only saying it here as a very top secret.
That's the problem we have in Nigeria, particularly.
Yes.
No, please. This just prompted something in me.
Okay.
Davido posted something recently. He acknowledged Adekpee Gold as one of the writers of one of his songs, and people were like, "You are not a songwriter. We know that right from time. You don't write songs. That you don't even have songs. As a matter of fact." Then Davido said, "He that acknowledged the persons that are writing is still far better than millions of people out there that are doing works and are not being acknowledged." Now, a full album you wrote, not just an album, 3 good albums, and no single credit. I never knew you've even written any album in Igede.
I've done that severally.
Wow. Kudos.
Severally, I've done that.
Okay.
I've done jingles for people, political, educational, even cultural jingles. I've done a lot of them, and some documentaries too. There's a documentary that is ongoing. It's a series. It's going to be a series that will be released, and one of it is Efedi. Yes, it's encapsulated a lot of Igede content, where you have reviews, you have jokes, you have the history of the land, you have different kinds of cultural dances.
Wow. Wow.
And in those days, what actually kept us from immoralities. It's a top secret in some of the series that you'll be seeing. So we've done actually a lot of works already by the grace of God. It's actually a long journey of almost 15 good years actively on the mic.
15 years.
Yes, actively on the mic.
I think we are going to celebrate that very soon.
Yes.
15 years on the mic. And I'll be part of it. It's okay. Can you tell us specifically your style of music?
Yes, I have my own kind of music.
Yeah.
And it's not far-fetched. It's a derivation of the contemporary music.
Okay.
Where you have, but I believe strongly in this kind of Afro kind of song.
All right.
So whatever I do, 60% of it is in that style.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that I go away or shy away from other styles. That's to tell you how versatile I can be. Do any other kind of songs. There was a time I had to even go to the extent of doing a rap song.
What?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did that. Even in gospel, I applied it in one of my songs.
Okay.
And it actually shows a lot of people that I can do all kinds of songs. I've done a pop song before. These are very strange kind of songs when it comes to music, gospel music.
Yes, gospel music. Yes.
But I brought all of this to bear because I felt I can do everything. because I put some people as my mentors, and I watch the kind of life they live. Two-Face is not a gospel singer, but I trade on him seriously, because he can do as much as even doing cultural songs in his own kind of house.
Wow.
Peter, yes. You watch Joaka very well, the way he sings. Two-Face will come and get these cultural CDs or cassettes, take it to work on himself, and when it comes out, it's always unique.
Yes, it's unique.
I feel I can do something like that. So I have this kind of Afro style in my own kind of music as the predominant style.
Okay.
But any other style is applied.
That's good. It means you're versatile.
Yes.
And I love that, because several of our artists back home, they are really not
in reggae, that's all.
Yes.
Outside reggae.
Hey, it's a problem. And it's not every occasion that.
Funny enough, I want to tell you this. Thank God the viewers will benefit from what we're doing.
Yes.
It got to a point that some producers that are not home based, or not, they are not even Igede persons, we begin to say that our kind of songs are the cheapest kind of songs brought to their studios. So one, it costs them no pains doing them, because they are used to it.
They are used to it.
They will recycle what they have done before for 10 different persons.
Imagine.
Yeah, because when they come,
it's only the progression.
They have the same progression. The only thing is that the wordings are changed. So they don't suffer much when it comes to our music. When we are visiting their studios, I was in pain. I said, God, let me take one song to someone. I took one of my songs there, and we were not able to record it.
I love that.
Yes.
At least very difficult.
Jesus be Mela.
Okay.
It's different from the one you hear in Elamile.
Alright.
I mixed it with English, and one line English, second line English. I mixed it like that. It's an R&B song. But I tell you today, the producer refused doing the work because of the technicalities that was applied. So we cannot be unique until we do something different. Yes,
exactly my point. It's okay. You've been in the industry now for the past 15 years. Now, what can you categorically tell us that are your challenges?
Yeah, good. That will also help our viewers.
Yes, yes.
There's nobody that will live as a human being without a challenge.
Sure.
And secondly, as an artist, you have more challenges. The challenges are in 3 different forms. One, you have financial challenges that your fans may not even acknowledge. They are only waiting for your album. If you are silent for 1 month, they will be asking questions. Is this person not producing album again? And you don't know how to voice it out to them that I'm in short of money, or that's one of the challenges. Number 2 challenge is we are not appreciated in the environment some of us actually are coming from. We have leaders, we have men that are well to do, but they don't look at what we are doing as anything different or anything to be appreciated in any form. I remember I do live band work seriously. There was an occasion I went, a very big profile occasion. I was singing and I was meant to let me call these people and please encomium on them, trying to give glories to their efforts they have actually made or achievements so far. To my dismay, some of them were looking at me as if they've not known me before. And this is not what you see in other climes, like in Yoruba land and some other tribes. I am not saying this to demean my people, but it's one of the challenges which I cannot actually hide from what we're saying.
Yes.
And we are saying these things so that they can pick up and try to encourage us, because we are good and we can be better than like any other persons they are hearing across the globe. So it's just for them to believe and build us up. So like other tribes, if you are singing and you venture mention somebody's name, that person will empty his pocket.
That is it.
Trying to appreciate you. But I sang everything in my hands. They watched me until I dropped the mic. Yes, that is one of the challenges.
Oh my God.
So it means what you are doing as if
no support.
There's no value for what you are doing. That's what me I feel. They look at us with that kind of mindset. Discourages the inspiration.
I was going to ask about this particular this aspect of growing
Yes.
now, I was going to ask about that because talking about the elite and the let me say the rich men
Yes.
from our own parts of the world. I don't know, what do you think they've done so far in this entrepreneur work, entertainment as a career? Because I want to believe that this is more like an entrepreneur work too.
Yes,
not so
it is.
A career.
Yes.
It's not until you become a teacher or a politician before we know you as someone who is actually choosing a good career.
Yes.
So I just want you to shed more light on it.
Thank you very much. I can say this over and over again without fear or favor.
Okay.
They are not ready. I owned the first studio, indigenous studio in Igede land.
Sure.
I know you know about
I'm
that.
aware of that.
Several albums were produced from there. There are some that I left them to go sell and come back to pay up till this very moment. More than 10 years, I have not seen returns. Some I call them sing, will market you. There was a time, I will not mention the politician. He called me and said, what do I need?
Okay.
I told him I want a studio, a very good studio. He said no problem. He said he was going to, after they swear him in, he was going to build a studio that everybody in the state will acknowledge. After they swore him in, up till this very moment, he has not talked about it. And if, just imagine bringing a studio to your village and you are calling a non-tribal person to come and be running production in your place, making, for instance, if a full album is 70,000 naira, the person is taking up to 50,000 naira away. 20,000 naira is for the maintenance of the studio. So imagine if you invest in people, you're already separating them from poverty.
Yes.
And you draw them from the poverty line, and the entirety of their families.
Continue.
The entirety of their families are already going to be lifted in a way significantly from poverty line. But they refused. So I will tell you categorically that our people, our leaders, our well-to-do men have not really considered us or considered the value of what we're doing. So now this platform and where I am on this seat today, I want to tell you, whoever you are, if you are a relation to one of these leaders, tell them that it's not about politics that you can make it with only. It's not about farming. There are entertainments, there are people that are making it in entertainment seriously. They are far better than politicians.
Yes.
There are councillors in my place today that I can bail them out from borrowing from meetings. It's not as if I am buoyant, but that's to tell you that it's not about politics. It's about the mindset. So we can build on what we are doing, this singing, this entertainment stuff. We can invest in this youth, and it will help and develop the society we are coming from. So I think
I just pray they hearken to this voice, because it has been a very big challenge that we all know, because lack of support from the leaders and the people that we call our earthly ones.
Yes.
It's really killing the dream.
Yes.
We just pray that God helps us. I want to ask a question concerning, now we've talked about your challenges, though you've only mentioned financial aspects of it. I don't know if there's any other challenge aside this, because as a renowned artist in Igede land, and you've been there for years.
Yes.
So, like the marketing aspects of the whole thing, apart from people contributing to the career financially, how do you relate to that?
Yeah, you caught. If you remember very well,
Yes,
I told you I have several challenges
you actually
that I was
mentioned
supposed
three.
to mention. Yes, on the marketing aspect, that's one of the biggest challenges.
Okay.
Because we have several challenges, but the one that is killing us mostly, if the leaders are not ready to support your dream,
Yes.
and you know if you do a good thing, it's going to be taken by somebody.
Yes.
Why will you wait for them? But we don't have marketing outlet anywhere.
Yeah.
First, we don't have a big marketer. We don't have a big promoter. So that kills us. First, we don't have a television station
Yet.
where your work can be promoted.
Like the videos.
Good. Secondly, there's no standard radio station now, if not for the recently brought one, Agba. That one is encouraging us to an extent, but it's not covering the whole nation.
Yeah.
Then it's just few parts of the state that is covering. Number 3 aspect that, I mean, on that area of marketing again is we as Igede people are scattered all over the country. But I want to tell you something. Except you visited a state and they meet you there, they will not even know whether you've released an album before. An album that has lasted for 10 years.
They'll be asking, has it done a new one?
So that is the issue. That is the issue we have. If you do 1,000 copies album and they are not sold, how will you get money to either settle the debt inherited from there or to prepare for a new project? That kills your inspiration gradually until you just pull up and people will not hear you again. So the only thing that I know that surely and slowly we will get it right now is to try to open up marketing outlets. And how do we do it? We will set up with the entertainment guys or people we now meet and set up marketing outlets or across the whole country, so that once our work is done, the product is everywhere.
Okay, so that it can circulate.
If we do it regionally,
yes,
it's okay. But if we cannot do it that way, we do it state by state.
Okay.
So that we'll be able to see how do we do it. Yes, our people are very difficult, and 2, we will not have money to set up such marketing. We are just beginners with low income.
Yes, you're right.
We can use structure like Igede. We can use structure like Igede presidents of different states.
Okay.
We'll send our works there. At any point they are having their meetings.
Okay.
They can now exhibit their albums and tell them that Igede material or products are available.
Okay, but the question here now is, this association, Igede, is it in every state of this country?
Yes. It's in every state, but depending on the population of that state. Yes. Okay. There are some that are more viable than others. There are some states that you see fewer people. Okay. That will not really be too strong. But there are some states that we know very well that are in the 6 geopolitical zones of this country that at least you can pitch your tent. Okay. And you can now expand the promotion from them. Since we may not have money to go and build a shop, own a shop, and be marketing our products. But that has to do with the understanding of all the entertainers.
All right, I think that will lead us to the next question.
Good.
I want to ask about if there is any association that covers the Igede music industry.
Yeah.
All right.
There is. I know of Igede National Association of Igede Artists, NAGA. That's the body name.
All right.
I'm back to Ito, where I come from.
Yes.
We have IGA.
Okay.
That is Association of Ito Gospel Artists, which I happens to be the chairman.
Okay.
Yes. So these 2 bodies actually coordinate and maybe monitored most of all the incoming and the old artists.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But there are challenges even there.
Alright.
Like the NAGA I told you about, sometimes the activities are ignored by some artists. So I think these are all challenges. If there is no unity in such associations, tell me how they can now bring their problems together and try to address them.
To be addressed. Okay, are these associations registered?
Yes. I know of NAGA.
Okay.
But like the IGA at the state level, They've not done any registration,
Okay,
but within this local government, yes, it's
has been
registered.
done.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think if the two bodies can come together and unite as one, talking about one body for the entire Igede line, I think it will do more good. Or what do you think about it?
Yes. Even like we have challenges that are very close to us.
Okay.
That are militating against us on daily basis. That is this MP3 downloading stuff.
Yes, yes.
Like we cannot produce an album and get the money in 3 years. But those that are doing this downloading stuff are making the money within 1 week.
On a daily basis.
So if you can get a track for 30 naira times the number, just one track.
I was told recently that the Ipinunyalegu has been split into about 6 or 7 parts.
There was
now
a place.
You can transfer it to
there was a place I went. They asked me for this very work.
Okay.
That it has up to 4 parts.
Imagine.
I said, how many parts? Say 4. I now have to call the person that gave me the work.
Okay.
I said, how many work? Or how many parts does this work? I said, only 2. The 2 is even inside the DVD. I said, yes. It's not a complete work. Then he removed 1.
Hey,
I don't use that until he made me understand that everything in that work, the content carries everything about the story. That nothing is left there. I said, are you sure? Because they demand. They say they have it on their phone, just like what you told me. So it's actually a very big challenge. And let me tell you how much they make from video. Each video they are able to download is 50 naira times the number of phones in a day.
Take for instance the one that is having up to 6 parts.
Yes.
That's 50 naira times 6 now.
For one phone.
For one, okay. Now
that's almost 300 naira.
That's almost 300 naira. And the movie itself is not even sold out to that amount.
Wait. That 300 naira now is for just one person paying to the downloader. Maybe up to 100 people are queuing up in a day. Times the 300 naira times let's say 100. How much? Then who the producer of that work? Maybe the downloader doesn't even know him. The downloader doesn't even have any pain of getting that work
done
inside the system. The only thing is that he's making his profits. So there was a time we had to cry out. I say, come, we have to stop these people. I personally went to a copper in Obarike. And the man fought me in this place that I came to talk to him there. The laptop he was using fell off. So he now claimed that I stole it. What I'm telling you, I went as a boy, a very notable person in Obi local government. I went to the DPO to complain. The next thing I heard was that the SS, who was an Igbo man, called the DPO to detain me. That it was me that went to his brother's shop, so that I have no right to go and complain. They now brought the laptop. Actually, they claimed that the thing lost, and I was the one that even stole it. Then now brought the laptop and say they have found it and it's damaged. I had to pay. This thing I'm telling you, I paid 38,000 naira on top of the work they were downloading from me in my own land. So we have to. We now summon a meeting. I say, let us do something, even if they are not appreciating this work. Let's enforce it and tell them buy the master by force.
Yes.
Even if it is 5,000 naira, pay to the producer only. Then enjoy the license for life. When it comes to a point, they say it's because me, I was doing a recent work, a new work coming. That was why I was interested in that. So I now mellowed down. The only thing I did was that I fight now for my own. If I hear my work in your shop and I was not the one that gave you, you are going to pay for that album.
I love that.
Yes, that's me. I strictly work because I have some connection with Copyright Commission.
Okay.
Yes. So anything that I have as a product, because what the guy was claiming was that did I have, at a point, the police officer asked me that where is my Copyright Commission certificate?
Imagine.
Can you imagine?
Okay, guys, so he's even supporting the
yes.
man. Wow.
He used that as a threat to me, but I told him I know what I'm doing. You are a security agent who you are supposed to actually look at my thing. This is an intellectual property, which the law of this country guides.
Yes.
So at the point now, the DPO saw that I was going far. They now withdraw the case. I say, go and settle. That was when they asked me now to pay 38,000 naira. I had to pay. So if this body like Naga and Aiga can come together, they will design a blueprint and take it to the government to enforce the law on the land.
Yes.
This is entertainment that the community cannot do without.
Yes.
Cut out gospel music from Igede